Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have a Smoke and Steel League event for you. Our round today is going to be between 7th Texas and the Free States Brigade. Our first map, Dunker Church, followed up by our second map, which is going to be Pry House. With that all being said, thank you to our Patreon members for the support. If you'd like to support, go to the link in the description where you get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. Here are the current standings. 7th Texas hasn't led a single match this entire season, and they're in first place in their group. So if they can win both rounds tonight, that'll be unbelievably huge for them. And our regiments for tonight on the 7th Texas side. You have 7th Texas, obviously. You have Corn Brigade, Jackson's Division, 10th United States, Missouri State Guard, and the Shenandoah Regulars. Whereas on the Free States Brigade side, you have 2 Corps, 12th Virginia, Twin Banners, Alabama Volunteer Corps, Colquitt's Brigade, and the 59th New York. Server pop today is 280. In balance is 10 towards the Union side. However, Union has 16 on artillery, while Confederates have 4, which that turns into an imbalance of about 2 or so in CSA's favor. I think it's a little more than that because the overall numbers have fixed out. But I am shocked Union has that many guys on artillery, especially since Union wants to fight inside woods where artillery can't be hit. Anyways, here's our view. Frontline reporters today. For your Union side, you have Archer here from the 6th Louisiana, or 2 Corps. And then on the opposite side, you have Remix from the Jackson's Division. Appreciate them both giving us their frontline view. Co-commentating with me today, we have Corded. Would you like to introduce yourself?
What's going on, everybody? I'm Corded from 6th Louisiana and 2nd Corps.
There you go. So, what do you think the strategy is of both sides today?
Well, Union's already doing something I didn't expect. I expected them to go down the other side, and then CSA playing for this map is to react to what the Union does. That's basically how it is for pretty much every defending map.
The simple meta. That's why defenders always win in this game, actually. But attackers have more tickets than the defenders overall. The ticket imbalance of this map, Dunker Church, it's pretty high compared to the rest of the maps. It's 52%, so that's really high. So Union has a lot more tickets than CSA. So for every 2 Union guys that die in formation, that counts for 1 defender CSA. So that ain't good. Anyways, yeah, as Corden mentioned, Union moving down this side, this left side, is interesting because it's wide open compared to the center or the right.
However, this is where the Union artillery is going to have their best shots.
Watch them team kill.
Yeah. To a certain extent, those team kills are going to be worth it. Basically just to get CSA out in the open.
As long as they break through. CSA is starting to go on the north side, getting great flanks.
It doesn't look like Union artillery was set up yet.
No, that's not surprising. I mean, we just nearly started the round. Union's starting to break on CSA left, starting to turn that flank. That's exactly what you want to see in a big charge like this. CSA trying to plug. CSA
that one CSA group starting to wrap around a little bit.
Yep, that's a great
idea.
idea.
Down the field.
Yeah, they can move
They
quick
might be
enough.
going to the Artie.
No, there's no way they go for Artie.
Do that, or just cut off any flags that try to retreat. There's a good bit of CSA left coming from the church. There they go. Now they're collapsing in.
Yeah. And
get those flags out.
I don't know if they realize they're about to be flanked. I mean, they're
Those flags,
basically
we've seen that already.
They're basically out of bounds. They should just run to the southeast, and they're out of bounds.
Yep.
1 flag down in bounds, I think.
One of them went
Is that one in bounds? Oh, I think it's slightly out of bounds.
Yep.
And the 2 other flags.
There you go.
There we go. So they get 3 of the flags out, I'm pretty sure. That was... Alright, the tickets overall, slightly in Union's favor. I'm really questioning Union having that many guys on artillery right now.
If they were ready to fire, it would have been okay.
That is fair.
I mean, tickets are not bad for Union.
No.
Like, it's basically even. And it looks like Union's going to go the other way.
Interesting. I mean, with 3 of the flags down, that's not a bad idea.
I mean, sure, but You know,
It's an open field.
Union already set up right now. Well, maybe not. I don't know. They're still pulling those
They're pulling them real far
limbers up.
forward.
So, I mean, you gotta get on top of the hill. Usually don't have to worry too much about CSA artillery. Plus, all those guys are focusing on the battery that Union is not occupying. But that's none of my business.
Nice bite of food.
Yeah, what? I might need to turn the noise suppression off so you can hear my crunches.
Oh boy, we tried that last time, didn't we?
At least the
Sam.
main crunch.
Yeah. So, CSA, I for sure think if they would have gunned it from CSA right to CSA left, they could have gotten here, but obviously CSA is going to spend time reforming, and Union is a little far away, so that view is blocked at least a little bit. Some MSG, Spartan's going to try to hold this on his own, but he gets one, but Red gets him. Rest of Union slowly making their way up. You have some Union infantry going down center with one of the flags. Anyways, something I forgot to mention at the beginning, weapons-wise, Union has 72nd Pennsylvania, which has the Enfield with the Springfield 61, and they have the 28th Pennsylvania with the Springfield 61. CSA, on the contrary, they have the 2nd South Carolina with the Enfield and the Springfield 61, and the 30th Virginia with the Springfield 42, Enfield, and Springfield 55. So, even though CSA's got buck and ball, the ticket imbalance in favor of Union, I think really makes up for that.
So it looks like Union artillery is kind of focusing around the church, so I might expect a Union attack going there, so they can help their infantry out. Right now, most of the CSA, they're heading over to the north, which they should. Yeah. That's where they're getting attacked from.
Union is sending a regiment or so in the woods, but there's a lot kind of center right. Half are going back to center. Some of them are heading to the woods over here. This is, Union's going all over the place. Maybe just trying to cause some chaos. Looks like Colquitt's and some FSB went up for Union on the right. CSA should hold. Corn Brigade there. Fascinating.
See on our map, or from the sky, you can see a lot of CSA. They're all bunched up together on that north side. They're not seeing 2nd Corps, Twin Banners, and the rest of the Union team coming in from the south.
Honestly, that's a smart little strategy there. You know, they hit hard left, it went to the complete opposite side, made CSA be like, okay, they're probably all going that way, and then a good chunk of them went center.
We got Corn Brigade and JD trying to rush back from that left side.
Union's steam rolling through, not really trying to hold the corner nipple spot. They're keeping their flags there. But they need to charge CSA quickly before CSA reacts and kind of envelops them, which they're already doing. CSA have a flag down on the Dunker Church. They're not picking it up. Oh, there we go. CSA gonna charge in. Oh, never mind.
Already gun primed on that.
Seven
hit the tree.
Oh, CSA's gonna go in.
There we go. A lot of CSA coming out. Got it. Let's see if Union can keep their flags safe this time. Three flags they're already running back. Good job.
There we go. CSA couldn't get the same type of envelopment as they did the previous time. The 4th Union flag is down, so Union will get it back. Both sides about to hit engaged, and we're almost 10 minutes in the round. So, really well done by the attackers so far in terms of tickets. What is that Union flag doing? Oh, that must have been the 4th flag.
FSB was coming in from the northwest. That flag is able to get to semi-safety.
Yeah, Union will get it back. Both sides hit engage at the same time. So, I find this a little fascinating. FSB strategy Union-wise, they are doing something very complex. Because normally, Union just bonsais down CSA left and just tries to break into the woods, and it sometimes works, more often than not. But if Union can get inside of the woods, yeah, they will be fine in this match. They haven't done it yet, though, and props to CSA for that. I like what Union's doing, or at least hitting multiple angles at the same time. Like, Union went CSA left, hit that hard, and then they all went center, and that's great. But the problem is that a lot of CSA was drawn to the Union that went up CSA left side. And then when Union pushed up center, they just kind of sat in the center and waited. And which allowed CSA to kind of defeat the Union in detail. So if I were the Union and I pushed up center like that, I would have just charged straight in.
I do want to take note that there is an FSB guy in the CSA woods, and a whole line ran over him and didn't look at him. Nope, not there. Get closer to the church.
Oh.
He's over there. 10th US ran like the line right over him, and no one knows anything.
Oh, he's teabagging. It'd be funny if he got the flags there. But 59th is over there. That's what I was looking at before I saw this guy. But Union's starting to spread out.
Yeah, CSA's got to be careful of not overcompensating, because that's not a good thing to do when you're the defenders.
The thing is too is that they did. It's just the attackers didn't capitalize on it.
Yeah, that's true.
Could have turned into like a Battle of Bull Run where CSA hit hard on one of the Union flanks and then Union hits hard on the other flank and they just do a big circle. That'd be kind of funny. Could have happened. A lot of Union, 3 flags out, spread out in a big line. Meanwhile, towards center of the map, 12th VA is kind of going up center. Nice arty shot into the center of 7th Texas. There we go. You know, for a shot that hit center of the line, I thought that would have killed a lot more.
On my screen is like behind it.
Ah, that would make sense then.
Yeah, I do wish we'd see more Union kind of congregating around the nipple and kind of below the church to the east, because it's not on point, so you wouldn't have to worry about capping. And any CSA that's going to come out, they're going to be in range of your arty, and Union arty can pretty much guess where CSA is going to come out. They got enough guns to cover pretty much any angle, and hopefully they will be able to readjust if need be quickly.
So Union pushing up, kind of forming a really long line. This has been a common trend, especially in this event the past couple of weeks. One team just forms a big old line and just goes into a shootout. And right now, Union is up on tickets.
They're everywhere, boys.
Oh, they're about to charge. I hear you get ready to charge at 5. Now, is that 5 seconds or 5 minutes? I assume that means
it's gotta be 5 seconds.
Guys, get ready to charge. They're charging in 5 minutes. Anyways, they're starting to leak out. Union already hit short, but makes a beautiful effect by blowing up the fence. This is kind of smart by Union. They formed a big line. CSA reacted by forming a big line because you don't want to leave one of your sides open to flank. And then Union instantly collapses onto one of these sides. In this case, the Union left side of that big line. And now they're charging center. Now they need to be quick about this before CSA reacts. Which CSA is slow to react. Only one group is moving over. 7th Texas falling back. Why is... Only 10th US moved over. The rest of CSA is still holding that CSA left side.
I don't know where the rest team's at.
And 7th Texas gets wiped. Flag goes down. 10th US probing. And tickets have hugely swayed in Union's favor.
Rest of the CSA is starting to come back very slowly. Or, okay, it's just JD for right now.
10th US is not starting in.
Yeah, Union has an opportunity to just step into the forest and make it difficult for CSA to see their movements. As long as they stay around the church and the snake fences, it's easy to know where Union's going to be. A lot easier to get around them.
Yeah, this has gone perfectly for Union. So yeah, JD 8th Ohio pushed up. I'm so confused why 10th US charged in there on their own. Union's actually going to move in and try to charge CSA out. Oh my, this looks beautiful, at least looking outside the forest. Watching the little flags move. 8th Ohio getting charged out. They get wiped pretty quickly. JD starting to turn. And now they're charging into them. Alabama Volunteer Corps shooting in the distance. Cold quits for Union in the charge with FSB. Actually, it's 12th Virginia, not Alabama Volunteer Corps. My bad. And they're going to charge in on the side. CSA about to hit taking losses. 30th Ohio never pushed forward to help their friendlies. I don't know if there's not a communication or they want to get defeated in detail, but Union's just kind of sweeping the field right now.
This is almost nightmare scenario for a CSA. Union is almost going to have complete control of the woods. And CSA is down by half this morale stage. CSA has to consider letting Union cap. That is always an avenue.
Union
However,
lose one flag. I think 12th, that was 12th VA's flag. They lost it deep in the woods. Union's out of the woods. Huh. Oh, actually, there's a couple Union left. Who is this? Oh, it's 12th VA. They're still alive somewhat.
Viceroy! Get out of here, Viceroy! Get out of here! Get out, Viceroy!
Oh, never mind.
Bunch of stupids.
Gentlemen, we are standing on Mr. Viceroy's
Regardless,
corpse right here.
still great for Union. That flag will be despawned 23:30. Agrippa and Agrippa are trying to hold the 59th in New York.
Hey, failers.
one thing that's not bad about Union staying on the fence is that CSA, just out of habit, is going to pop up out of the woods and start shooting at them and be targets. If you're trying to conserve tickets, that's one way to kind of trick people into shooting at you.
What, kind of stay in an open spot?
Yeah.
Good job, 5-9. Good job, TB. Good job, everybody, except for Zapstar. Yeah.
If you're trying to get the other team's tickets down, and you stay out in the open, that's a target that's hard to resist as the defenders.
Yeah, that's fair.
You can see now, CSA trying to push Union out of the woods. Union just has to let CSA come to them. Not an easy job for CSA to get them out of the woods, but surrounding them,
hit a shot.
Trying to knock their flags down.
Union already, they're in a prime spot.
I don't know.
Actually,
I don't know why CSA decided to stand at the Arty, but
I guess CSA is a little crested beyond the crest of that hill, so.
Dixon, do you want me to respawn for flag?
There we go. That was a little over, but
there it is.
got the result. Anyways, Union charging into the CSA line. Very spread out. I don't know if they have the numbers as well, because 12th VA is not in here. Their flag is down. But as long as Union keeps the ticket lead, that's all that matters.
Yep. Or CSA can just let Union come to them. That works too.
Both sides trying to turn each other's flanks here.
Okay.
Doing a little roundabout.
3 Union flags all together. At what point they run? There they go.
See, I feel like if you're someone that isn't a flag in a retreat like Union is right now, I feel like you turn around and distract the CSA to protect your flag. That's
Yep.
it. That's
If you're the flag in the woods and you know where CSA is charging from, you're gonna try and get in a spot where you can see them in that position. You should be able to give like 20 yards. And you should be able to see them coming over, so you at least have time to turn around.
7th Texas charging 12th VA up. We pushed up center. I don't mind the charge from CSA just because, again, the 12th VA guy that dies here is going to have to spawn main. Which 12th VA might have just gotten their flag back. Because there's no down flag marker on the backside of the woods.
Yeah, someone got a flag up.
I think it's
for Union.
Knight from 5th VA because he's standing with 12th VA right now. That's a huge pickup. Holy crap! Union taking losses. Well, 7th Texas finally gets their first leading opportunity, and that is that's a rip. Down a whole morale stage.
Yeah, you really gonna kick him like
that? Hey, I guess by them not winning at least this round, the standings will be a little closer. You know, a little more entertaining. A little more entertaining. About when I was watching hockey the other night, an announcer made a similar comment because there's a bunch of teams and one of the conferences that are very close fighting a playoff spot. It's like 6 or 7 teams fighting for 2 playoff spots, and they've been doing this for the past like month or so, where it's been very competitive. And the announcer was like, "It's so great that everyone here is trying to compete for these spots. You know, it's great entertainment value." And I'm like, "I want my team to make the playoffs. This isn't fun at all." So, can't tell my team is in the midst of that. So
Run up to the lawn. Don't stay by the flag.
Hey guys, all right, everybody else. Move
Union
up to the
spending some
star.
time to reform here, but Union should not lose this game at this point.
Now, I think with CSA this close to breaking, they should have already been shooting at Union coming across the field, or at least the people that are right in front of them, because you gotta try and keep them away from the point at this point, because you're really close to breaking. So you only need a few people to get on that point, and they're gonna be able to force you onto point right in front of the artillery.
Yeah, because they're letting Union reform and go back. Or CSA as a team, they need every single person to just go sit back at their main spawn in Turtle. I might be a little too late, though, because 23.5 minutes to shoot you down, even from that distance, because Union can't get close to CSA spawn. But you're bound to at least get a couple hits over 23 minutes. Anyways,
Yeah, and with Union able to just clump up like this, they can all go as one unit, and it's really hard to push them back off of the point. You can see they're already capping, and they're going to be able to do enough damage to get them to breaking.
Anyways, the 7th Texas is the furthest forward group. They lose their flag. Great little flank from 12th VA getting that flag. Meanwhile, the rest of the Union's going across. CSA, half of them are just sitting back and shooting. The other half are, like, slowly moving forward. Anyways, this round's order. Coded, your thoughts? I don't know why CSA's holding back. Why are they still sitting here? Hello? There they go.
Yep.
That's got to be too late.
Maybe, but probably.
I just want to say hello.
Hello, to whoever said hello in game. Anyways, that's round corded. Your thoughts?
CSA's got to be careful about adjusting. Any leading group has to kind of take inventory of how big the companies are that they have kind of in their command, and try to get near equal numbers to whatever union's coming at you. You saw when they try to overcorrect on that CSA left side, they left their right side open, and Union was able to get up close, and CSA eventually had to charge them out, and that's not great if you're a defender. Good job, Union. Not all just taking one route every time. Was able to confuse CSA enough. Sadly, those 16 people already didn't have much chances to do stuff, as far as I saw. I think another charge on that left side would have allowed them some good clips, some good arty kill clips. That would have been nice to see.
Yeah, this round Union seemed to know what they were doing the whole time, and CSA was very slow to respond, and you got to be fast to respond, especially when Union's going to do what they did. I mean, anytime as a defender, you got to be quick in reacting, but... Anyways, good first round. We will see you all shortly for round number 2. All right, here we are with round number 2. Pry House, corded. What are your thoughts for this round? Oh, quickly before you say that, the sides did switch. So FSB is now CSA attacking, and 7th Texas is Union defending. Okay, corded. What's your strategy for the round?
So, CSA's normal strategy is to kind of advance most people up those 2 stone walls right down the road, and you'll probably have some CSA group going to that far right side, getting around the Union that's kind of sitting behind that large defilade on the eastern side right now. Union is, gonna react to that. They've actually got some people moving out to the west toward the direction of CSA artillery. That's interesting.
CSA is full sending them. This is very simple.
Just like last time.
Very simply how you win this map. Very simply. You don't sit back and shoot for 20-25 minutes of CSA. You charge. You cap that point, force the aggression nonstop, and you should win. CSA is just, oh my goodness, they're full sending Union lines on the left side and they're winning. That's a rarity. Kind of in the center, Union has 1 stone wall, CSA is the other. CSA is about to cap point. CSA slightly ahead on tickets. We'll look at the weapons and ticket imbalance. This just kind of figures itself out.
Yeah, we're fucked. We're coming back to me.
Anyways, CSA win on all fronts. That's not surprising. FSB, as in Tan Band's own words, they get man down there. One of them in charge. They are very aggressive, and that especially showed when they played 12th VA a couple weeks ago, because when they were defenders on Washington Street, they did a little thing called charging, and they did it a lot. So, Pry House has a 17% ticket advantage to CSA. Not a whole lot, but it's a tiny map that lends to the point.
12th, get on the west side of the wall.
Up and over.
12th, get on the west
Anyway,
side of the
CSA
wall.
cap, 20-minute counterattack. Union's going to have to charge in to retake it. I assume CSA is going to contest this. And CSA looks actually falling back, kind of, to kind of set up a new defensive line. Union down 1 flag.
It's like MSG is going all the way to the CSA already. Don't think they can get that far.
Now,
I think he said they're out of bounds there.
yeah, I don't know why Union would conserve any manpower to this. Speaking of that, oh my goodness. I love holding down tab. And there it is, it showed up. Inbalance is 7 towards CSA's side. Artillery-wise, CSA is 5. Union has 8. So that imbalance, infantry-wise, is 11 towards CSA's side. Weapons that each side has, Union has the 5th New York with the Sharps Carbine and the Springfield 61. And they also have the 20th Maine with the Enfield. Whereas CSA have the 8th Alabama with the Enfield and Springfield 55. And the 8th Florida with the Springfield 42. So Buck and Ball, Enfield, and the Springfield 55. So Union needs to charge. There is no reason to sit back and wait during a counterattack unless you're reforming after a failed charge or trying to figure out your plan. But frankly, you should not spend too much time figuring out a plan during a counterattack. Because right now, that black timer ain't moving, and everyone's losing tickets. As a defender, you want to get that clock to 0. How do you do that? You let it keep ticking down, so you need to charge, retake the point, so that you can regain tickets. Since they're down, they can regain tickets up to the percentage of tickets that CSA is at. And then once they regain it, they keep that clock going. Also, Union is considered attackers, CSA considered defenders. So if Union did push CSA down to last stand, because remember they're defenders, if they retook point, they would win automatically. Highly doubt we're going to see that option, though, because Union has not done anything for the past 2.5 minutes. And you got to do it for the whole 20 minutes if you want a shot at that.
Aim low, aim low.
Who the fuck is those guys? Come back to me to
they're
reload.
bad guys.
So, FSB smacking. 7th Texas in the mouth. How are they going to respond?
Load and hold.
I'm not even sure if Union has majority on point. I think it's just decay.
That is way too slow to be anything but decay. I mean, CSA is nearly fallen off it. Actually, I mean, there's a couple guys from each side kind of close. It's teetering.
Yeah, two guys moved up from CSA and they have majority again.
And some JD 10th US guys are getting close, but CSA's kind of trying to form a big line.
Big booty Latino.
CSA are fully capping that point. Yeah, what is... I mean, Union's inching up at least on their right side. Are they going to cut center? Disco running that way for 7th Texas. That's who's pushed up over here with some JD Cav guys.
Yeah, we got some people pushing up onto the point from Union. 10th US. Yeah, that majority facing up against hodgepodge of CQB, couple fifth gay, one 5th Florida guy, I think.
It's going to name the regiment of every single man up there.
Oh,
It's going to
yeah.
say their name and their regiment.
All 305 people up there.
Yeah. So CSA should try to contest this because Union's trying to retake this by using the least amount of guys possible so they can avoid kind of a ticket loss. But CSA should contest this. Kind of. And they don't necessarily need to. But if they want to keep the counterattack going, it wouldn't be a bad idea if they could do that. But if Union retakes it, CSA could just retake it then right away again.
Yes, CSA can pretty easily just shift some people down and get the majority back.
Which 12th
And then Union has to commit more guys on the point.
And 12th CA's taking it again. And I got a great little angle on these few Union guys who are a little far forward. At least compared to the rest of their line.
So one thing that CSA is able to do, trying to keep this point up, is that Union has to, in order to beat whoever's on the point, they have to come closer to the center. And then you got people like 59th York on that far CSA right side, able to get around the Union that has to kind of collapse toward the center to get the majority back on point.
Little pincer maneuver.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Union's charging on CSA right. Kind of a mass charge, 30th Ohio.
I don't know if I want to call that a mass charge.
At least a mass 30th Ohio charge. And they're going in. They got pretty wiped. JD kind of going in center. 12th VA. The 5th VA guys are slaughtering them. Meanwhile, Union right is collapsing towards center on point.
Are we gonna move over or not? Are we moving over or not?
That was...
on this line. Ignore me. Ignore me.
Union did not move in together. 50 West up here as well. CSA collapsing in.
Come up here and fence stand. I dare you. I dare you. Don't you shoot my stuff.
CSA still holding.
I'm not stabbing anybody, buddy. I'm gonna reload right in your face. I'm gonna reload.
Starting to lose majority now.
And then I'm gonna shoot you right in your face.
Might be able to get it back soon.
For example,
they're coming right side.
CSA charge. Who is this? Twin Banners gonna get a beautiful kind of flank here.
praise that. Praise that.
I think Union could try to just kind of commit everyone, but push forward, try and wipe out as much CSA as you can, and then just kind of respawn as fast as you can, main spawn, because yours is a little bit closer to the point. Just keep throwing people at it.
I mean, that would also lean into trying to push your opponent down to last stand as well, but the thing is, though, is that CSA as defenders now can hit last stand, which means Union can hit final push. If Union hits final push before CSA hits last stand, that's not great because that gold trimer will drop to like a minute and a half. So Union does have to at least watch tickets kind of when they do that, which they're down half a stage. Union actually charged through where FSB was. They got their flag. They're charging into 59th as well. Looks like it was Corn Brigade. That's a start. FSB get that flag picked back up though. And Union spearheading down center.
I hope that Union group from the corner is able to distract the CSA that's on the wall from reacting to that large Union push coming down the road.
Which it's working so far. Tapping it back.
Oh god.
Storm Brigade collapsing over from CSA right side.
Yeah, the numbers around there are pretty even, but Union's got more people on point.
Alright, looks like Union's taking it.
You're dead, Yankees. You're dying. You're getting fucked up right now, Yankees.
You fucking Yankee! I'll kill 9 more!
I think a lot of the CSA are rushing in. Union is getting their, I guess, at least bayonets from the spawn. So we'll see how that works. CSA has got the majority right around the point, though. Not necessarily on it. They're able to push a lot more people forward.
Yeah, CSA trying to go in. And even if CSA lose in this attempt to retake it, which they are retaking it, again, the more CSA die before Union retakes, Union won't be able to regain as many tickets. So.
Back off the wall! Back off the wall!
Yeah, very people in.
need to die.
Oh, fuck, I'm so
Points
sorry.
going back in CSA's favor, though. And
Yeah.
zooming out quickly, CSA, at least for the moment, has control. More Union, though.
MSG right behind the CSA. Trying to get some flanking shots.
Oh, there's only like 5 of them. Thank God.
Yeah. They got a Lamette though. They had a Lamette.
We'll be back in 5 seconds.
They distracted some though. Union's getting another wave coming from spawn.
It's clearly working as CSA's taking the point back.
Well, we'll be a little patient.
I'm just... I'm sorry,
Oh
Union.
boy, oh.
We get those flags closer to point though.
For Union or
Just to at
CSA?
least spawn people in. Yes, Union.
Let's see. Union has one of the flags far to the left.
Yeah.
I don't know where the other ones. Oh, they're...
I don't know, but they're not down, so.
Yeah, one of them spams rushing them forward with 10th US. Points going in Union's favor. A lot of CSA are there. They're just kind of far back. Here they rush forward.
I think CSA might have the numbers on that one.
You guys should have waited, like you said.
Okay, when I said push the flags forward, I didn't mean all the way in. There's actually one.
Corded's the reason why that happened, ladies and gentlemen. CSA hit taking losses. Union about to hit breaking. Again, Union doesn't... Tickets kind of don't matter as much unless they hit final push, which CSA is retaking the point, so... Could go back that way. It's so wild because... Like, CSA and Union initially had an engagement. CSA won that, but CSA was kind of battered. Union respawn wave was able to get there before CSA respawns could, and then Union wiped CSA and started taking the point, and then CSA respawns showed up. This is back and forth.
You don't see this very much.
No, you don't. Usually, Union will retake it, or CSA will just outright hold. It doesn't flip back and forth this drastically. Alright. So here comes another Union wave. They're a little outnumbered going into the point though. Point is going into it. I think a lot of CSA are off point right now. I don't know.
I wonder if they're staying back, because there's a lot that could go in.
Right.
If them to stop right outside the point.
Go home.
I don't know.
Go home. Go home, motherfucker.
Seems a little fishy.
I mean, maybe they just don't want to get disorganized going up into the point. Also, Union probably is going to overextend to charge them out, which here they are.
Kill the Yankee scum.
I wonder if CSA is just trying to bait them in, and then after they have their little engagement, counter push out of that bait.
That would be something that they would do, probably.
CSA, are they going to go in now? You have a couple more Union trickling forward, but Union's got another wave. They might retake this, which both sides will be in the middle taking losses.
Looks like CSA is countering now on that west side. It's slowing down. Okay, it stopped slowing down. It's slowing down again. Okay, it stopped. I'm just watching that meter. You say, oh, there it is. Here comes another Union wave from spawn. On the edge of my seat.
I mean, the wild part is despite this going back and forth, I mean, CSA... Oh, points going back in Union's favor. Regardless, CSA's probably going to win this round. Honestly, if I were CSA, I wouldn't mind Union retaking.
There we go. All right.
So, 42 minutes left on that clock. Obviously, the round's not going to go that long. Either CSA is going to hit final push and that clock's going to drop, or CSA will cap before that. But this is perfect for CSA. Union, once they hit breaking, which is going to be like a minute.
Yeah, I see
They can
people
cap the win.
overextending, being out of line for Union.
Yeah, Union... Well, Yeah, Union should not be overextending. These guys trickling forward here. 7th Texas. I don't know if Union's trying to throw them out.
All right, well, there's more coming.
Union might be trying to push CSA into final push first,
They were leading.
which honestly is not a bad idea, but the execution is kind of mid.
Yeah, it's not going great. I know. I feel bad for the Arty guys. They pushed like 3 cannons all the way up here. They haven't been able to use them.
CSA or Union?
Union.
Oh. There goes Union. CSA kind of pulling a little further back, trying to reform. Union is straggling forward. The thing is, you have chunks of Union who are just not charging in as well. So I don't know if some groups just are not agreeing, some are just overextending, or the communication has totally broken down. But TSA don't get thrown off. Both sides now in breaking. Anyways, where are those Union guns? Are they down the road or? Oh.
There's one in the road, one in the east field.
That's a new map idea. East field. Union spawn on the center of the road. Point of contention.
I tried to send Trusty a map idea to the northeast of here, like in between here and Progress Mill, that area.
Dude, like I don't know how long it took them to make the drill camp maps, but imagine if they just one day were like, okay, here's 100 maps.
Yeah.
There's you could literally, like, honestly, like any of the skirmish modes, just flip who's attacker and defender. Obviously, you need to do just tickets and whatnot, but like imagine roulette where, I don't know, Union have to charge and take the White House to the left of where CSA spawn. Just something like that would be interesting. Anyway, CSA mass charging in, Union kind of holding a little back, kind of. Some are on point, a lot are not. But Union's going to try to charge in and stop this. Let's see how it goes. CSA holding a line. Union starting to go straight in now after getting a lot of their shots out. Point still going in CSA's favor. Tickets going in CSA's favor as well.
Yeah, I'd say for Union, if CSA is coming at you like that, try to get at least 2 shots in before charging in, because you've got time left for. Because I mean, the point isn't even neutralized yet, so.
Did CSA bring their flags up? No.
So.
They kind of have them back. That's not a bad idea at all.
That is a good idea. Who could have thought of that?
No one.
Keeping your flags up is crazy.
Remember when they first started doing that on maps like Rivers Crossing, where CSA would just hold the flags back at their spawn, kind of right next to the bridge. Not next to their spawn, but by the bridge.
Because you're afraid of falling in the water.
Honestly, you could charge the flags in and they would nearly instantly be spawned, but I guess you lost all the guys that push for the bridge. Anyways, Union spawns are charging in. That's a discussion for when we actually see that map, which will be in like 5 years. No one ever wants to play that map. Point going back in Union's favor, but they are about to hit last stand while down half morale stage. Oh, that's an already shot. A lot of CSA are still kind of holding back. You got main spawn waves charging in.
Yep. It's been 8 minutes since the round started. It's crazy.
A lot of quick round. We're just going to cut the counterattack out.
We started the map at breaking.
Imagine you're watching War of Rights for the first time, and you just clip the whole counterattack out, and you just see the timer go down as normal, and then everyone just drops a bunch of tickets. That'd be wild. Anyways, Union hit last stand. They die, they don't come back. CSA close to hitting final push, but CSA is in no position where they are going to do bad. So, wow, this round is... What a quick night. 50 minutes. Anyways, Cordy, your thoughts?
I crashed.
Good game, guys. Good shit. Good shit.
Yeah. So it seemed like Union didn't really have a plan for when CSA kind of does an early push. After that, I was surprised they were able to get out of counterattack. That constant back and forth was actually pretty interesting to see. Trying to retake that point and hold the point and all that, but it's a tough defense map for Union because there's not many places you can hide.
Yeah, very much so. Well done to FSB. They got the 2-0. Apologies about forgetting the halftime little, I guess, screen showing the update of the first round. We'll do that and show the standings after this in a second, but really well done, FSB, on both rounds. You were attacker both times, which use that to their advantage. They played aggressive. It's great to see. Really well done. With that all being said, I'll see you in a second for the little after-action report. Let's get it. And here are the second round results. A little more if you want to see that. But anyways, here are our current standings. So Free States Brigade does their last leading round of the regular season. 2 wins that were needed, and they got them well. So with that all being said, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel more, we have a Patreon where you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. Besides that, though, we have our Discord, merch, X, Instagram, and more. All those links are in the description. Anyways, we will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful rest of your night.